रहा है। उनके द्वारा रचित सत्यार्थ प्रकाश की ज्ञान मंजूषा हमारी चिरंतन संस्कृति को न सिर्फ भारत में बल्कि विश्व में फैला रही है। यह हम सबका सौभाग्य है कि महर्षि दयानंद जी का 200वां जयंती वर्ष हम सभी के लिए और एक विराट वटवृक्ष की तरह हम सभी को अपनी छाया प्रदान कर रहा है। उनके द्वारा रचित सत्यार्थ प्रकाश की ज्ञान मंजूषा हमारी चिरंतन संस्कृति को न सिर्फ भारत में बल्कि विश्व में फैला रही है। यह हम सबका सौभाग्य है कि महर्षि दयानंद जी का 200वां जयंती वर्ष हम सभी के लिए उनके विराट विचारों को अधिक से अधिक लोगों तक ले जाने और उनसे प्रेरणा लेकर राष्ट्र निर्माण में एकजुट होकर योगदान देने का सुअवसर है।
जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे।
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे।
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वत खोर नहीं होंगे, जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे। भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी।
के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी।
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मी बाई रानी की पूजा होगी। जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा,
बनाया जाएगा।
जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
उपत्वाग्ने दिवे दिवे दोषावस्तर्दिया वयम् नमो भरन्त एमसि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय। जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
उपत्वाग्ने दिवे दिवे दोषावस्तर्दिया वयम् नमो
सकल जगत को आर्य बनावो, करके धर्म प्रचार। आर्य पुरुष हो, आर्य हो नारी, आर्य सकल परिवार। सकल जगत को आर्य बनावो, करके धर्म प्रचार। सत्य ग्रहण में तत्पर होवे, छोर सत्य विचार। सत्य ग्रहण में तत्पर होवे, छोर सत्य विचार। एक प्रभु का कर सब सुमिरन, अज के भेद विचार। सकल जगत को आर्य बनाओ, करके धर्म प्रचार। आर्य पुरुष हो आर्य हो नारी, आर्य सकल परिवार। प्रेम सुधा में स्नान करे सब, तज के भेद विचार। प्रेम सुधा में स्नान करे सब, तज के भेद विचार। इसी में शुभ है, इसी में शांति, इसी में सुख का सार। सकल जगत को आर्य बनावो, करके धर्म प्रचार। आर्य पुरुष हो आर्य हो नारी, आर्य सकल परिवार। सकल जगत को आर्य बनावो, करके धर्म प्रचार। करके धर्म प्रचार, करके धर्म प्रचार। धन्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें बचा लिया। सौ सौ के लुतराहे हम, तूने हमें जगा दिया। धन्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें जगा दिया। अंधों को आँख मिल गए, मुर्दों की जान से गए। अंधों की आँख मिल गए, मुर्दों में जान से गए। जादू सा क्या चला दिया, अमृत सा प्यार पिला दिया। धन्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें बचा लिया। और सब के लुट रहे थे हम, तूने हमें जगा दिया। तुमने कुछ ऐसी बात थी स्वामी की तेरी बात पर, तुम में कुछ ऐसी बात थी स्वामी तेरी बात पर। कितने शहीद हो गए, कितने ने सिर कटा दिया। धन्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें जगा दिया। श्रद्धा से श्रद्धानंद ने सीने पे आए गोलियां। श्रद्धा से श्रद्धानंद ने सीने पे खाए गोलियां। हंस हंस के हंस राज ने तन मन वो धन लुटा दिया। धन्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें बचा लिया। अपने लहू से लेखा राम, तेरी कहानी लिख गए। अपने लहू से लेखा राम, तेरी कहानी लिख गए। तूने ही लाला लाजपत शेरे बाबर बना दिया। पुण्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें बचा लिया। तेरे दीवाने जिस घड़ी दक्षिण दिशा को चल दिए, तेरे दीवाने जिस घड़ी दक्षिण दिशाएं को चला। हसरत निजाम रह गए, दुनिया का दिल हिला दिया। धन्य है तुझको ऐ ऋषि, तूने हमें बचा लिया। सौ सौ के लुट रहे थे हम, तूने हमें जगा दिया। तूने हमें जगा दिया, तूने हमें जगा दिया।
Namaste all. We would now like to invite the Yajman up to the Yajkund. And while that is happening, we will take the bhajan, Swagat Sabjan. स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति स्वाति की धार। सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, ईश सगुण निर्गुण अविनाशी, मात पिता अरु यार। तोर भये हम वस्त सदा ही, तार हमें संसार हो, तार हमें संसार। सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति स्वाति की धार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, आर्य समाज नमस्ते भावे। वेद प्रकाश लखार, खंड पखंडा होठ लखावे। ज्ञान जगत उजिया हो, ज्ञान जगत उजिया। सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार।
स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति स्वाति की धार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो। By now, you and your Dharampatni, Srimati Mala, will stand at this time. I'll humbly request we all please stand. Steph, a little touch of volume on this mic, please. Om. By now, Srimati Mala with clasped palms. Tonight, as we commence this second night of this Veda Pravachan Yajna, tonight you're the Yajmans, you're hosting tonight's session. And so we will read this Sankalp in which both of you as husband and wife, you're making a declaration of your intentions to perform this very, very special Yajna. Today, Ben Mala, is your Janamdin, your birthday. And you and Bainaru thought it very wise to come here and celebrate your birthday with us today. Om. Asking God, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat, asking God to inspire your intellect, that as you go forward, to inspire your intellect in such a way that you'll always make the right choices in life. Play the harmonium. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Srimati Mala and Bhainaro, you're saying on this very auspicious occasion of I commemorating my birthday today with the performance of this Yajna, we seek to commence this spiritual activity with the recitation of your name, Om, O Master, and we welcome all our pundits, our musicians, all our family and friends who've been very kind in response to our invitation here this evening. And we pray during this entire sacramental performance, may our minds be blessed and charged with thoughts of divinity and goodness, and that as we go forward, may we continue to do whatever little good we can, and so that in taking our place in society, we will make every effort in making society a better place in which to live. Om Tat Sat Shri Brahmano Dvitiya Praharde Vaivasvat Manvantare Ashtavin Shatitame Kaliyuge Kalipratam Charane Asmin Samvatsare Asmin Mase Asmin Pakshe Asmin Dine Asmin Nakshatre Asmin Lagne Asmin Muhurte Asmin Briarwood Nagare New York Pradeshe America Deshe Aham Vishesh Janma Divasyajya Karma Karnaya Bhavantam Purohitam Vrini. Om Om Saubhagyamastu Panji Om Shubham Bhavatu Om Saubhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu Saubhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu Tvam Jiva Sharadah Shatam Vardhamana Saubhagyamastu Tvam Jiva Sharadah Shatam Vardhamana Om. 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 दया में ज्योति मन मन दया कर जगमगा जाओ अंधेरे होकर की परेशानी निराशा को हो दया में ज्योति मन मंदिर. Our Yajmans will take their seat first, after which all of us may please take our seats. Thank you all so much. Om. By now, with your Dharmpatni Srimati Mala, we start by performing Achmana. We'll take you rinse your palms first, and after which taking water in your right hand. And today, Mala, as you celebrate your birthday, Srimati Mala, asking God that as you go forward with all your family and friends here today, may we all be protected from above, from below, and from all directions. Om Amrito Pastarnamase Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamase Swaha. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmayi Shri Shrayatam Swaha. Srimati Mala, may wealth consisting of truth, fame, and riches always take refuge in you and your other half. Now we take water in our left palm, having rinsed our palms first, and touching our various body limbs and asking Prajapati Bhagwan that may all our body limbs remain strong and enable us to fulfill our defined individual as well as our family, as well as our extended Samaj functions. Om Vangamasye Astu. Om Nasur me Prano Astu. Om Akshnur me Chakshurastu. Om Karnayor me Shrotramastu. Om Bahur me Balamastu. Om Urvorma Ojo Astu. Om Arishtani Meyangani Tanustanvami Sahasantu. Ateshwara Stuti Prarthana Upasana. By Naru and your Dharmpatni, however possible, you can be seated in a very comfortable position and focusing your minds on Prajapati Bhagwan, or whatever name you call God by, and saying, "O Master, it is through your grace, with all the efforts we have made with our near and dear ones, this yajna is happening here this evening. And we ask you, O God, whatever may be difficult in our experiences ahead, take it all away from us and bring on to both of us with our children all that's beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious, so that our family lives will be one which is always interesting and pleasant." Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadrantana Asuva. Om Hiranya Garbha Samavar Tatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhara Prithvim Dyamute Mam. All of us.
Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema.
Om Ya Atmada Baladayasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityuhu
कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महेत्वैक इद्राजा जगतो
बभूव
य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः
कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी चाधृधा
येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः
यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः
कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम
ॐ प्रजापते न त्वदेतानन्यो
विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव
यत्कामस्ते जुहुमस्तनो अस्तु
वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम्
ॐ सनो बन्धुर्जनिता सा विधाता
धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा
यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानस्
तृतीये धामन्न धैर्ययन्ता
ॐ अग्नेनया सुपथाराय यस्मान्
विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान्
युयोध्यस्मजुहुरार्णमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमा उक्तिं विधेमा। हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर, आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए। जो कल्याण कारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए। O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, O Master of Mala and Narobali's life, do fulfill all their wishes as they sit here to worship you, O God. May they with your graces become masters of not only physical riches, but also of spiritual wealth. May all the cosmic forces, sun, moon, and stars, parents, teachers, and friends, all contribute their potentials to give them both a continuous good and effective family life. May Swasti and Shanti, nobility and peace be yours by Naro with your Dharampatni and all of us, now and forevermore. इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम्। ॐ अग्निमिरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देवमृत्विजम् होतारं रत्नधातमम् ॐ सनः पिते वसूनवे अग्निसुपायनो भव सचस्वानः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यादितिर्नर्वणः
स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना ॐ स्वस्तये वायुमुपब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्तय आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्त वृभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पार्थवं हसः ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधि ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्या चन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्ददताग्नता जानता संगमे महे.
And asking God, Bhanmala, Bhainaro, in this mantra, in these three concluding mantras of the Swasti Vachan, Agna Ayahi Vitaye, Agni, God with radiant light, Ayahi, to come into our lives, and Vitaye, to separate from us any forms of darknesses that we might be experiencing at this time. And we ask you, O God, Grinano Havyadataye, be seated in the innermost recesses of our hearts. Om Agna Ayahi Vitaye Grinano Havyadataye Nihota Satsi Barhishi Twamagne Yajnam Hota Vishvesham Hitaha देवेभिर्मानुषे जने ये त्रिशप्तः पर्यन्ति विश्वारूपाणि बिभ्रतः वाचस्पतिर्बलात् तेषां तन्वो अद्य दधातु मे इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम्.
ॐ शन्ना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रावरुणा रातहव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शन्योः शन्ना इन्द्रा पूषणा वाजसातौ ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शनः पुरन्भिः शमुसन्तु रायः शनः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शनो अर्यमा पुरुजातो अस्तु ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुद्रतानो अस्तु शना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शन्नोदसी बृहति शन्नो अत्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रावरुणा विश्विनाशं शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्ना इशिरो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहोतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्ना ओषधिर्वनिनो भवन्तु शन्नो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभृदेवो अस्तु शमादित्येभिर्वरुणः सुशंसः शनो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शनस्त्वष्टाग्नाभिरिह शृणोतु ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्म शन्नः शनो ग्रावाणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरूणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वः शम्वस्तु वेदिः
अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्राः तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु. Bhanmala, with your pati, Bhainaro, and all of us, blessed family and friends in Mandir here today. Again, we all ask God, Prajapati Bhagwan, Tanme Manaha, Manaha, which means our minds. And may that our minds ever be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts for each other. May that our minds be filled with noble and auspicious thoughts. May that our minds be filled with positive and elevating thoughts, so that when we cherish such thoughts within our minds, can we enjoy that peace and harmony that we all need to have. Om. Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tatheveti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam. All of us.
Tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Om Yena Karmanya Paso Manishino Yajye Krinavanti Vidate Shudhira Yada Purvam Yakshamantaha Prajana
Tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Om Yat Prajana Mutachetu Dhritischa Yat Jyotirantaramritam
Prajasu
Yasmanarite Kinchana Karma Kriyate
Tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Om Yenedam Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavishyat Parigrihitam Amritena
Sarvam
Yena Yajyastayate Saptahota
Tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Om Yasmin Richaha Samaya Jumshi Yasmin Pratishtita Ratanaha
Vivaraha
Yasmin Shittam Sarvamotam Prajanam
Tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Om Susharati Rashvani Vayan Manushyan Neniyate Bhishubhirvajineva Hrit Pratishtam Yadajiram Javishtam Tanme
Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Om Susharati Rashvani Vayan Manushyan Neniyate Bhishubhirvajineva Hrit Pratishtam Yadajiram Javishtam. All of us. Tanme
Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shambhave Shamjanaya
Shamarvate
Shamrajano Shadhibhyaha. And that prayer for Abhayadan, asking God for that gift of fearlessness, Mala and Bhainaro, with all of us present in Mandir here today, and even those watching online, that as we go forward, may we experience no fear from those who are friendly to us, and even those who may be unfriendly. No fear during the day, neither during the night. No fear from what we know about life and what we do not know about life ahead. And may we as a family be friendly unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us all. Om Abhayam Naha Karyantariksham Abhayam Dyava Prithvi Ubhe Ime Abhayam Paschad Abhayam Purastad Duttarad Hadarad Abhayam Novastu Om Abhayam Mitrad Abhayam Amitrad Abhayam Jatad Abhayam
Parokshad
Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divana Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Iti Sankshephataha Shanti Karanam Atha Agni Pradipanam. Agni jalane ke liye hum sab khare ho jaye. May we all please stand for kindling of this Agni. Om. Bainaro, Shrimati Mala, today as you celebrate your Janamdin, your birthday, as you could have best think you could have possibly done, come to Mandir, or whether you do it at your home, but being part of Yajna and kindling this Agni, kindling this fire, which is symbolic of God's wisdom, and asking Prajapati Bhagwan as you go forward with all of us, may that wisdom be always kindled within your personality to guide you in whatever you will do in life ahead. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Om Bhura Bhuvah Swardyoriva Bhumna Prithviva Varina Tasyaste Prithvi
Devayajani
Prishte Agnimmana Damana Dhyaya Dadhe. Pavanadanam, all of us with outstretched palms. Om Udbudya Swagni Pratijagrehe Tvamishta Purte Samsrije Thamayancha Asmin Sadhaste Adyutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Bhavsidata Atha Samidhadanam Om. They'll offer 3 pieces of Samhita at this point, friends. And why is it for some of us who might be witnessing this for the first time, or you may not be aware why they offer 3 pieces? The first one is symbolic of their head center, their thoughts. The second one, their heart center, their emotions. And the third one, their lower center, their actions. They're asking Prajapati Bhagwan, may our thoughts, emotions, and actions, these 3, always be good, always be conducive not only towards our physical well-being, but more importantly, our mental, as well as what they're doing here tonight, and they will do always, our dharmic, our spiritual growth and well-being. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene
Yasvavardhasva Chedhavardhaya Chasman Prajaya
Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya
Swaha
Iramagne Jata Vedase
Idanna Mama
Om Samidhagnim Dovasyata Kritar
Bodhayata Tithim
Asmin Havya Chotana
Susamidhaya Shochishe Ghritam Tivram Johotana
अग्नये जातवेदसे
स्वाहा
इदमग्नये जातवेदसे
इदन्ना मम
ॐ तन्त्वा समिभिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोचाय विष्टया
स्वाहा
इदमग्नये अङ्गिरसे
इदन्ना मम
अथ पञ्चघृत आहूतयः 5 offerings of ghee, Banmala and Shriman Bhai Naro. As you offer ghee unto Agni, Agni will rise and go upward. In the same way, may both of you and all of us, may we continue to inculcate such qualities, such habits that will enable us to rise and go forward, and we ourselves becoming a light in society.
ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्ते निध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्ते निध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्ते निध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्ते निध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम 5th and final time ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्ते निध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम
अथ जल प्रसेचनम. Manmala, you will sprinkle the water. You will follow how Darshini is showing it to you. And there are many reasons why we sprinkle this water around this kunda. One, and tonight, in a different perspective, as a marital couple, Manmala and Shriman Bhai Naro, this fire represents you, the masculine force, the husbandly force. Manmala, this water with its power with its power of coolness represents you, the wifely force, the feminine force. And if at any time Bhai Naro should become heated like this fire, you will surround him and calm him down. And you have done that many times, I've seen. Whenever he becomes heated with your powers of coolness, you've allowed him to ensure that life moves on very smoothly. And may that be a continuous habit between both of you. Om Adite Anumanyaswa. Om Anumate Anumanyaswa. Om Saraswate Anumanyaswa. ॐ देवा सवितः प्रस्वयजं प्रस्वयज पतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपुः केतनः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचन्नः स्वदतु अथ आघारावाच्य भागा हुतयः. By Naro, Banmala, 4 offerings of ghee, first in the north, then in the south, and Agnaye Somaya. Today you think of your parents, Banmala, all that you have gotten from them. Somaya and Agnaye's mom and dad. Think of them and all that they have passed on to you. Prajapati is your siblings. Indraya Swaha, the system of Satya Sanatan Vedic Dharma that you follow. May that continue to be a part of your lifestyle as you go forward. Om Agnaye
Swaha.
Iram Agnaye Idanna
Mama.
Om Somaya
Swaha.
Iram Somaya
Idanna Mama.
Om Prajapataye
Swaha.
Iram Prajapataye
Idanna Mama.
Om Indraya
Swaha.
Iram Indraya
Idanna Mama.
Atha Grita Samagri Ahutayah. One of you ghee, one of you samagri. Om Agnir Jyotir
Jyotiragni Swaha. Om Agnirvarcho Jyotirvarcha Swaha. Silent mantra. Om Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendravatya Jushano Agnirvedu Swaha. Om Bhuragnai Pranaya Swaha. Idamagnai Pranaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Panaya Idanna Mama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idamadityaya Vyanaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhutbhuvaha Swaragni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapana Vyanebhyah Swaha. Idamagni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapana Vyanebhyah Idanna Mama. Om Apo Jyotirasomritam Brahma Bhutbhuvah Swarom Swaha. Om Yamedham Devaganaha Pitaraschopasate Tayama Madhya Medhayagne Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadran Kanna Asuva Swaha. Om Agninaya Supataraye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodhyasmajjorana Meno Bhuishtante Namavupim Vidhema Swaha. By now, as you continue, you and your Dharmpatni making offerings of ghee at this point only. We chant the Pavamana Huti mantras and asking God, Srimati Mala, along with Naro Baiji, as you go forward, as you celebrate your birthday today, the actual day of your birthday, to purify and lengthen your life. And all of us who are here joining in this yajna, we ask you, O Master, that may we consume wholesome and nutritious food, that we will have the requisite energy in performing our defined functions. And yes, you will both face challenges in life. You're asking God, Prajapati Bhagwan, may we be blessed with that mental strength and that physical capability in overcoming all such challenges. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha अग्न आयुंषि पवसा आसुवोर्जमिषं च नः आरे बाधस्व दुच्छुनां स्वाहा इरमग्नये पावमानाय इदन्ना
मम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्निर्षिः पावमानः पाञ्चजन्यः पुरोहितः तमेमहे महागयं
स्वाहा
इरमग्नये पावमानाय
इदन्ना मम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्ने पवस्वा स्वपा अस्मे वर्चः सुवीर्यं ददद्रये मये पोषां
स्वाहा
इरमग्नये पावमानाय
इदन्ना मम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः प्रजापते न त्वदेतानन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामस्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो
अस्तु
वयं स्याम
मतयोरयीणां स्वाहा
इदं प्रजापतये इदन्ना मम ॐ त्वन्नो अग्ने वरुणस्य विद्वान् देवस्य हेदो वयासि श्रेष्ठाः यजिष्णो वहति नमः शोषुचानो विश्वा द्वेषांसि प्रममुग्यस्मत् स्वाहा इदमग्नि वरुणाभ्याम् इदन्ना मम Vainaro, Srimati Mala, ever since I know you, Vainaro, you and your family have been always, as the mantra says, Yajyapatim. Yajapati, God is called Prajapati. Us human beings, Praja, he's called Prajapati, for he's the protector of this human, his children, us human beings. Yajyapatim, he or she who protects Yajya, he or she who makes an effort to foster the importance and the growth and the continuance of Yajya. And tonight, once again, you've been part of such process of Yajyapatim, Mahim Sishtam. May you never hurt this tradition of Yajya. Shiva Bhavatamadhyanaha. And whatever little excess of wealth you will have, and you'll use a little excess of that to show grace and benevolence to society. Om Bhavatanaha Samanasau Sachetasa Varepasau Mayajyam Himsishtam Mayajyapatim Jata Vedasau Shiva Bhavatamadhyanaha
स्वाहा
Iram Jata Vedobhyam Idanna Mama. Continue Gi Samagri and asking God, Banmala, may you see for 100 years and even more along with your Dharampati. May you live, may you go on acquiring wisdom. May you go on advancing. May you thrive. May you be of high consciousness. May you be in existence for 100 years and even more. Om Pashyema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Jivema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Bhudyema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Rohema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Poshema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Bhavema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Bhuyema Sharadah Shatam
स्वाहा
Om Bhuyasihi Sharadah Shatam Swaha. Both of you will, all of us on stage will stand at this time. Om. Kavish. Om. सालगिरह का ये दिन मुबारक मेरे बहन, जिए तू हजारों साल, जिए तू हजारों साल। तुझको कुछ हो जाए तो क्या हो, मेरा हाल जिए तू हजारों साल, जिए तू हजारों साल। आज गल लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे, तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे। तेरे उम्र हो इतने साल जितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे। Banmala will chant a few other special mantras on this your Janam Din, your birthday. And we'll ask you and Bainaro to circumambulate this fire. For there is a statement in our Shastras, Agni is a central focal point of this universe. Agni, which is symbolic of God's wisdom. Also, as we did in the beginning, you kindle Agni and you ask God, Prajapati Bhagwan, may his wisdom continue to be the center of your personality. That's why we go around this fire. When you go around, Agni becomes the center. And you're reminding yourself, you're telling yourself, you and your pati, God's wisdom, God's guidance, Prajapati Bhagwan, and the wisdom of the Veda will always be the center of our personality to guide us in whatever I will do as I celebrate my birthday on this very, very auspicious day. The prayer is Banmala and Bainaro. You're saying, O Agni, O omnipresent Master, O Indra, may my life be one which is long. May I attain a full span of life equipped with not only physical strength, but also divine and mental strength. Om Indra Jiva Surya Jiva Deva Jiva Jivayasam Sarvamayur Jivayasam Sarvamayur Jivayasam Swaha. And in this other mantra, Srimati Mala, you're saying, may I always remain healthy and resplendent. May my sense organs always remain healthy. May my ears ever remain hearing good words. May I say good words to my fellow human beings. Om Suchakshasa Aham Akshibhyam Bhuyasam Suvarcha Mukhena Sushrutaha Karnabhyam Bhuyasam Swaha. Om Tatchakshur Devahitam Purastat Shukramucharat Pashyema Sharadaha
Shatam
Jivema
Sharadaha Shatam
Shrinuyama
Sharadaha Shatam
Prabravama
Sharadaha Shatam
Adinaha Syama Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatat Swaha. Banmala, as you go around this fourth and final time, we join with you and say, Bhadram Karne Bihi Shrinuyama Deva. Friends, as you know, Shrinu means to listen. May you continue to listen to that which is noble. May you continue to see that which is auspicious, singing God's praises with strong limbs and a healthy body. May you both and all of us, may you enjoy a long lifespan determined by your wonderful, good, noble deeds. Om Bhadram Karnebihi Shrinuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhir Yajatraha Stirairangaistushtavam Satsanobhir Vyashemahi Devahitam Yadayuhu Swaha, Swaha. Garlands. Om. Turn and face each other. On this your birthday, Banmala, Bainaro will garland you first. For ever since you came into his life, he's very, very thankful for being by his side and supporting him in all that he does, especially not only for your family, your marital family, but also for this Mandir, the extended Mandir's family, and this community at large. Many times he's not at home for he's away he's away on community services. Today he wants to thank you for all your understanding, and at the same time wishing you many more years of long life and good health. And after which, Ben Mala, you will garland him, also thanking him for being a very good husband, a very good dharampatni, and supporting you too in all that you do in your family life. Om Samanjantu Vishve Devaha Samapo Hridayanino Sammatarishva Samdhata Samudeshtri Dadhatu no. Om Sobha. By now, you and your Mala, go and touch your mom's feet and take her blessing. Om Saubhagyamastu. Om Shubham Bhavatu. And any other elderly parent who is here, or aunts or uncles, you touch their feet and take their blessings. Om फूल है कितनी प्यारी फूलों से प्यारा तू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू ओ हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू लोग है कितनी न्यारे लोगों से न्यारा तू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू ओ हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू आज गल लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने
गगन पे तारे
तेरे उम्र हो इतने साल जितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे
तारे
तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे सालगिरह का ये दिन मुबारक मेरे बहन जिए तू हजारों साल जिए
तू हजारों साल
तुझो कुछ हो जाए तो क्या हो मेरा हाल जिए तू
हजारों साल जिए तू हजारों साल
आज गल लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे तेरे उम्र हो इतने साल जितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन
पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील
गगन पे तारे Om. Banmala, during your arti, you'll then go to everybody. Let's come back now. Let's finish. Om. नाजुक सा फूल है तू किसी और के चमन का नाजुक सा फूल है तू किसी और के चमन का खुशबू से तेरी महके क्यों बाग मेरे मन का मेरे जिंदगी में छाई तुझसे बाहर क्यों है ओ नन्हे से फरिश्ते तुझसे ये कैसा नाता कैसे ये दिल के रिश्ते ओ नन्हे से फरिश्ते Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We thank our group of very talented musicians here this evening. Our son Deepak on the harmonium, our son Kavish on the on the tabla, our dantal player, also Rajan on our keyboards, by Sohan on the dandatal. Thank you all so much for a wonderful musical accompaniment this evening. अथ आघारावाज्य भागा हुति पूर्णाहुति रूप आघारावाज्य भागा हुतयः. All of us. Om Agnaye
Swaha.
Om Soma Idam Agnaye
Idanna mama.
Om Somaya
Swaha.
Idam Somaya
Idanna mama.
Om Prajapataye
Swaha.
Idam Prajapataye
Idanna mama.
Om Indraya
Swaha.
Idam Indraya
Idanna mama.
Om Bhuragnaye
Swaha.
Idam Agnaye
Idanna mama.
Om Bhurvayave
Swaha.
Idam Vayave
Idanna mama.
Om Swaradityaya
Swaha.
Idam Adityaya
Idanna mama.
Om Bhurabhuvah Swaragni Vayavaditebhyah Swaha. Idam Agni Vayavaditebhyah Idanna mama. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. हाथ जोड़ करके आंखें मूंद करके अब हम ब्रह्मा गायत्री सावित्री गुरु मंत्र उच्चारण करेंगे. All of us with clasped palms and closed eyes. Banmala and Bainaro and all of us, blessed family and friends in Mandir here today. Again we will say Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya, Dhi, our intellect, asking Prajapati Bhagwan to inspire our intellect, that as we go forward, may we always make the right choices in life. And as a result of making the right choices, may we enjoy a life filled with happiness, an abundance of goodness and prosperity. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप सर्वोत्तम, शुद्ध, पवित्र और ज्ञान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है।
आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा, सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें।
Shrishta Kritahuti, both of you taking some Mohan Bhog. And today, Banmala, whatever as the mantra says, whatever are your desires, kamanaha, whatever are your desires as you make this offering, you're asking God to grant you success in all your righteous wishes. And all of us in Mandir here today, and even those watching online, whatever are our desires in joining this second session of our Veda Yajna, may all our desires be fulfilled. Om Yadasya Karmanotyarirecham Yadvayunamihakaram Agnishat Shrishtakrit Vidyat Sarvam Shrishtam Sahutam Karotu Me Agnaye Shrishtakrite Sahutahute Sarva Prayaschittahutinam Kamanam Samardhayitre Sarvanaha Kaman Samardhaya Swaha Idamagnay Shrishtakrite Idanna Mama Ghee Samagri Om Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idanna Mama Purnahuti ke liye hum sab khare ho jaye. May we all please stand for your final three offerings. Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Banmala, from last birthday to this birthday, whatever degree of success, whatever degree of completion you have enjoyed from then to until today, may that degree of success continue to increase and multiply in the lives of both of you and all of us. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam
Swaha.
Om Sarvam Vai Purnam
Swaha.
Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. All of us with outstretched palms towards the Yajna Kund. Om Tanupa Agneyase Tanva Me Pahi Om Ayurda Agneyase Ayur Me
Dehi.
Om Varchoda Agneyase Varcho Me
Dehi.
Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tanma Aprina Om Medha Me Deva Savita
Adadhatu.
Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu Om Medha Me Ashvinav Devavadhattam Pushkarasrajo Apyayatam. May your speech find fulfillment. May your breathing, seeing, and hearing be fulfilled. Let your arms earn you fame and strength. All of us following Bandarshini on stage. Om Vakshama Apyayatam. Om Pranashama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushchama Apyayatam. Ears. Om Shrotam Chama Apyayatam. Om Yasho Balam Chama Apyayatam. May we all please be seated. And as we join together, Pujaniya Prabhu Hamare Yajna, please do join your sweet voices with our Pandit in training, Bhai Neeraj.
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। वेद की गाहे रचाए सत्य को धारण करे, हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे, शोक सागर से तरे। अश्वमेधादिक रचाए यज्ञ पर उपकार को धर्म मर्यादा चलाकर लाभ दे संसार को स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हे ईश सब सुखी हो कोई न हो दुखारी सब हो निरोग भगवन धन धान्य के भंडारी सब भद्र भाव देखे सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न होवे सृष्टि में प्राणधारी हे ईश सब सुखी हो
O Lord, may all be happy, may all be free from misery, may all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Om Shanti 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 Iti Havana Yajya Samaptaha.
Revered Pandits, Panditas, fellow devotees, Namaste. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center to welcome all of you here tonight to our second session of our 3-session Yajna. As many of you are aware, we are celebrating 200 years of the Renaissance Rishi. As you can see on the wall, we have the banner that talks about 200 years of celebrating the Renaissance Rishi. And in connection with celebrating that, we have embarked on a number of programs. One is this quarterly Yajna that we're having, and we are going to be talking about some other things we're doing during the summer and perhaps at the end of the year when we culminate to 200 years. But in addition to that, we have started to do bi-weekly sessions on the Satya Prakash. Every Thursday night, you can join Pandit Deepak Ji for discussions on the Satya Prakash. Also, one of the things that I know that we have started is reading the 10 Commandments, not 10 Commandments, the 10 Principles, I'm sorry. the 10 Principles. We have been doing that since, I believe it was March, since we started this. We've been doing this. So there are a number of things we're doing. We'll keep you posted on a lot of those things. But first, before I continue, I just want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Samaj to wish Bahin Mala a happy birthday. I wish you all peace and happiness. And I know that you're going to Guyana. Maybe you will be doing a lot more things in Guyana. So enjoy whatever you do. To start today's program, we have a lot of items tonight, and we have a very packed program. So we are asking our singers if they can just do 2 verses. We'd really, really appreciate it. And that's because we really have a packed program. And if you're giving a message, if you can keep it very, very, very short. So the first item today, we're going to call on Bahin Kamini Dearaj to come up on stage. Bahin Kamini, if you can come up and do the first item. Bahin Kamini is a member of our Samaj USA, and just want to give a shout out. I see Balram is at the back. He is the president of our Samaj USA.
Namaste all. Bahin Mala ji, a very happy birthday to you. And may you live to see many, many more years. तेरी उम्र की फुलवारी में खिलन आया एक फूल मुबारक साल गिरा मुबारक साल गिरा हो मुबारक साल गिरा तेरी उम्र की फुलवारी में खिलन आया एक फूल मुबारक साल गिरा साल ये गुजरे हंसते हंसते नाचे झूमे पावन हफ्ते खुशियाँ तेरे पाँव को झूमे गले गले और रसते 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 फिर से इस दिन 8 बरस को खिलन आया एक फूल मुबारक साल गिरा मुबारक साल गिरा हो मुबारक साल गिरा तेरी उम्र की फुलवारी में खिलन आया एक फूल मुबारक साल गिरा नन्ही मुन्नी बहन पराई तुझ पर जाओ वारी 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 जब तक चमके चांद सितारे बने रहे ये प्रीत हमारे इस तरह हर साल को खिले प्यार कपूर मुबारक साल गिरा मुबारक साल गिरा हो मुबारक साल गिरा तेरी उम्र की फुलवारी में खिलन आया एक फूल मुबारक साल गिरा मुबारक साल गिरा मुबारक साल गिरा
Beautiful, beautifully done. Give her a big hand. Thank you very much, Bahenji, for that beautiful, beautiful gate. So next, we're going to call on Bahin Shani Ramdial to please come up. And then right after that, we're going to have Bahin Sonita. So please be prepared.
Namaste, everyone. From myself and family, I want to wish Shmala happy birthday. May she live to see many, many more to come.
So we'll have Bahin Nanda after Bahin Shani. And then Bahin Sonita.
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, तुझे हजारों सा ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Mala. Happy birthday to you. बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, तुझे हजारों सा ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Mala. Happy birthday to you. बेकरार हो के दामन, नाम लूं मैं किसका, क्या मिसाल दो मैं तेरी, नाम लूं मैं किसका. नहीं नहीं ऐसा हंसी कोई नहीं है, जिस पे ये नजर रुक जाए, बेमिसाल जो कहलाए, तुझे हजारों सा ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Mala. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Mala. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bahin Shani, for that beautiful, beautiful gate honoring her birthday today. So next we'll call on Bahin Nanda to do the next item. She's getting all prepared. While she's doing that, the next we'll have Bahin Sonita.
ब्रिज के नंद लाला, राधा जी की सावरिया, सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया. ब्रिज के नंद लाला राधा जी के सावरिया सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया ब्रिज के नंद लाला मेरा पुकार तुम्हें गिरधर गोपाला बन गया अमृत में विष का बड़ा प्याला मेरा पुकार तुम्हें गिरधर गोपाला बन गया अमृत में विष का बड़ा प्याला कौन मिटाए उसे जिसे तूने राख लिया सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया ब्रिज के नंद लाला नैनों में शाम बसे मेरे मन बनवारी सुध बिसराई गई मुरली की धुन सारी नैनों में शाम बसे मेरे मन बनवारी सुध बिसराई गई मुरली की धुन सारी मेरे मन मंदिर में रास रचाओ रसिया सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया ब्रिज के नंद लाला राधा जी की सावरिया सब दुख दूर हुए जब तेरा नाम लिया ब्रिज के नंद लाला ब्रिज के नंद लाला
Thank you very much, Bahen Nanda, for that beautiful, beautiful gate. So, Bahen Sarita, can you come up and get set up for the next item? After that, we'll have by Ashwin. So, Bhai
Namaste,
Ashwin.
everyone. I'm sorry I spoke on top of you. Bayan Mala, happy birthday to you. While they're getting set up, I want to speak 30 seconds. You're an amazing woman. You know, I came to help her decorate here. By the way, she decorated all this by herself. She cooked half of the food. She made her own clothes and she got dressed herself. If I was you, I was going to go to the salon, have my makeup and my hair done, but she did it herself. I know that for a fact. And I got frustrated at her when we came to decorate the mandir. When you guys go downstairs to eat food, there are vases that she made. So a couple green were missing. I'm like, it's all right. We're going to sit down and eat here. Oh, no, I'm going to go get it tomorrow and I'm going to come and fix it. Sure enough, she came this morning, I heard.
Give Bahen Mala a big hand for doing all those things.
Happy birthday to you. And from all your girls, Bahen, happy, happy birthday. This song is from all your girls. not the boys. Ashwin will sing on behalf of all the boys. फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी उम्र हमें संग रहना है। फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी उम्र हमें संग रहना है। फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, ला 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 हो, जब से मेरी आंखों से हो गई तू दूर, तब से सारे जीवन के सपने हैं चूर। ला 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 ला, जब से मेरी आंखों से हो गई तू दूर, तब से सारे जीवन के सपने हैं चूर। आंखों में नींद ना मन का चैना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी उम्र हमें संग रहना है। फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, ये न जाने दुनिया तो क्यों है मैं उदास, तेरी आंखों में प्यार की है ये है प्यास। ला 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 ला, ये न जाने दुनिया तो क्यों है मैं उदास, तेरी प्यासी आंखों में प्यार की है प्यास। आए मेरी पास आके कहीं जो कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी उम्र हमें संग रहना है। फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है, एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है, सारी उम्र हमें संग रहना है। फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है,
Thank you very much.
एक हजारों में मेरी बहना है।
Beautiful, beautiful. That's Bahin Sunita, accompanied by her two sons, Ashwin and Kavish. So next item, we will have her son, Ashwin, do the next item. So, and right after that, we're going to have announcements. So Bahin Darshini will do the announcements right after that.
So I'm not sure how many you remember Ashwin, but Ashwin is one of the regulars in our Arya Veda summer camps. Every summer he's here. Kavish, right? Kavish used to come, but ever since he started college and so on, he couldn't get the time. But these are two boys we are very, very proud of, and to see how well they have grown in their musical talents. Ashwin, we're so happy to see you here this evening along with your brother. Not often we can get Kavish to come out, so it's so nice to see Kavish also. Over to our son, Ashwin.
बार बार होती न भूल। जीवन में एक बार सौ सौ पसंद है, एक बार खिलता है फूल। बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोलत, बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोल। बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोलत, बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोल। बार बार होती न भूल। जीवन में एक बार सौ सौ पसंद है, एक बार खिलता है फूल। बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोलत, बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोल। जीवन काल गता लाज के पाथता, रिम झिम चूम रही देखो देखो उसकी गाथा। रिम झिम चूम रही देखो देखो उसकी गाथा। मधुबरी ठंडी हवा छुप छुप हाथ में आ, कहती है प्रीत लगा, कहती है प्रीत लगा, कहती है प्रीत लगा, कहती है प्रीत लगा। अजब पिया आज। बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोलत, बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोल। नैना रस्ती भरी कजरे के धार चले, चितवन बान लिए छुप छुप वार करे, चितवन बान लिए छुप छुप वार करे। कलियां रे रूप साजी प्यार के दुनिया बाजे, रुम झुम नाच रही तन मन बान सकी, रुम झुम नाच रही तन मन बान सकी। अजब पिया आज। बार बार बगिया में, बार बार बगिया में, बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोलत, बार बार बगिया में कोयल न बोलत, बार बार बगिया में। बाली उमेरिया, बाली उमेरिया, बाली उमेरिया रे बाली उमेरिया। कातिल है तोरे बाली उमेरिया, कातिल है तोरे बाली उमेरिया। हाथ में कंगना है कानों में झुमका, हाथ में कंगना है कानों में झुमका, हाथ में कंगना है कानों में झुमका। चटकुट आंखों में कजरा है, बोलों में कजरा, चढ़ जो पाया तो चमके बिचरिया। कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया, कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया, कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया। गल गुलाबी है होठों पे सुर्खी, गल गुलाबी है होठों पे सुर्खी, गल गुलाबी है होठों पे सुर्खी। नैन सीली है ला तोरी चुनरी, लचके कमरिया तो चल के गगरिया। कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया, कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया, कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया। बाली उमरिया, बाली उमरिया, बाली उमरिया, बाली उमरिया। कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया कातिल है तोरे बाली उमरिया 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 कातिल है तोरी बाली उमरिया कातिल है तोरी बाली उमरिया कातिल है तोरी बाली उमरिया
Thank you very much, Ashwin and Kavish, for that beautiful, beautiful item. The two brothers are, honoring us with that beautiful gate. Friends and family, we had a very busy calendar, and we'll talk about upcoming events. But I just want to thank everyone last week who made the Pagwa Parade last week Sunday such a success. There's so much chatter on social media. It's incredible. People are sharing it all over on the internet, how successful this parade was. And I want to thank everyone who was part of that and who made that a very successful parade. We also celebrated Ram Navami during this week. And last night we had our first session of this 3-session Yajna. And we had a really great program last night, and we continue today. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Bahen Darshini to talk about the upcoming programs.
Namaste, everyone. So as Bhai Sagar mentioned, we had a very busy schedule, and we continue to have a lot of programs that will be coming up. So the United Arya Samaj Federation, they are would like you to participate in a week-long program to commemorate the 148th Foundation Day of Arya Samaj and the 200 years of Maharishi Swami Dayanand. And so every Sunday, there's going to be one of the tri-state Arya Samaj hosting a program. Coming up on Saturday, April 8th at 7 p.m., we have the Maharishi Dayanand Gurukul hosting. Then on Sunday, April 9th at 3 p.m., we have the Arya Samaj of Long Island hosting. Here at the Arya Spiritual Center, we are hosting on April 10th at 7 p.m. So that is a Monday evening. Please plan, and we would love to see so many of you come out on Monday, April 10th at 7 p.m. right here at the Arya Spiritual Center. On Thursday, April 13th at 7 p.m., we have Arya Samaj USA hosting. Then on Friday, April 14th at 7 p.m., Bronx Arya Samaj is hosting. And on Saturday, April 15th at 4 p.m., Arya Samaj in New York on Hillside Avenue is hosting. Then to culminate the week-long program, we have on Sunday, April 16th at 9 a.m., the Tri-State Arya Samaj are meeting up for the Multi-Kund Mahayajna, and this will be led by the Arya youths, and this will take place at the Arya Spiritual Center grounds. As we have our programs, we will continue to remind you. I know it's a very long list, but on Saturday, April 8th, 7 p.m., that's the one coming up. That's at Maharishi Dayanand Gurukul. And please do save the date for Monday, April 10th at 7 p.m. here at Arya Spiritual Center. In addition to that, on April 29, please mark your calendars. We have our youth-led concert here at Arya Spiritual Center, Sangeet Tere Liye. That's April 29, and the doors open at 6 p.m. This is a free event to honor your tickets that you bought before COVID. And if you would like to make a donation, we would love to have your donation, but it is a free concert, a youth-led concert. Please come out and support our youths. That's on April 29, Sangeet Tere Liye. And finally, we are concluding our 3-day Yajna tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Please join us here again at the Arya Spiritual Center. That will be a Gayatri Yajna and the final day of our 3-day session led by Pandit Deepak Raman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bahen Darshini, for the upcoming events and announcements. Just to reiterate, Sangeet Tere Liye is a program coordinated by the youths of the Arya Spiritual Center. But we are very inclusive of all of the mandirs So if anybody who would like to, if anyone would like to participate in that program, please contact Bahin Diana, who is leading this effort, or any one of the members of the executive committee, and we'd be more than happy to entertain your item on that program. If you have attended this in the past, you know that this is a really fun, it's a fun evening here at the Mandir with that program. So without further ado, I'm going to now turn you over to Bhai Rajan Rambaran, a member of our youth program here at the Mandir, and he's going to give us the next item. Next, I'm going to, on call will be by Krishna Singh, the next item. And after by Krishna Singh, I'm going to ask by Balram from the Arya Samaj USA to say a few words.
Namaste, everyone. I'll try and make this one quick, but I would like to wish Bahan Mala a very happy birthday. हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो ला 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 तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो फूल फलो रहो तू जगत में करो धर्म का रक्षा जो कोई दीन अनाथ ही आवे देना प्रेम की भिक्षा प्रेम का पति है बड़ा निराला प्रेम का पति है बड़ा निराला धन्य हो या कंगाल तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो परमेश्वर को भूल न जाना जिसने मनुष्य बनाई याद करो अपनी माता को जिसने तुझे जन्माई भाई बहन से मिलकर रहना भाई बहन से मिलकर रहना पानी दूध मिसाल तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much, Bhai Rajan, for that key. Give him a big hand. So we're going to ask now by Krishna to come up and do his item. While he's coming up, I just want to acknowledge in the audience, we have Bhai Gerald, Pandit Harris is also here. We have Pandit Bharat Bisesar, Pandit Ganeshji, Pandit Siramji, and we also have Pandit Deepakji.
Namaste, everyone. On this happy occasion, I'm delighted to be a part of this celebration this evening, and I would like to dedicate this song to Bahinji Mala. मुबारक हो सबको, समा है सुहाना। मैं खुश हूँ मेरे आंसुओं पे न जाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना। मुबारक हो सबको, समा है सुहाना। मैं खुश हूँ मेरे आंसुओं पे न जाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना। हजारों के हाथों ये हो तो ये आंसू, हजारों तरह के ये हो तो ये आंसू। अगर दिल में खुश हो ये रोते हैं आंसू, खुशी बेमिलन के, खुशी बेमिलन के भिगोते हैं आंसू। इन्हें जान सकता नहीं ये जमाना, मैं खुश हूँ मेरे आंसुओं पे न जाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना। ये शहनाई आंदे यही दो दुहाई, ये शहनाई आंदे रही ये दुआई। कोई चीज अपने वही है पराई, किसी से मिलन के, किसी से मिलन के, किसी से जुदाई। न रे रिश्तो ना तो रहा ना पुराना, मैं खुश हूँ मेरे आंसुओं पे न जाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना। मुबारक हो सबको, समा है सुहाना। मैं खुश हूँ मेरे आंसुओं पे न जाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना, मैं तो दीवाना दीवाना दीवाना। Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bhai Krishna. You know, I always struggle to remember his right name. I always know him by Naino, and I know all even Safaris people who are here knows him by Naino. They don't know him by Krishna Singh. But thank you very much by Naino and by Krishna for that key. So by Balram, I want you to come up and by Balram is a community leader, and also he's the leader of our Samaj USA. This gentleman is a hard worker and is always out there in the community helping this community.
Thank you, Baisagar. Respected pundits, brothers and sisters, I also would like to join and wish Bain Mala a happy birthday. I'm not seeing her, but okay. I want to wish you all happy birthday and hope this day be very auspicious for you. You have done so much in our community and in the Mandares also. And I do hope God shower his blessing on you and give you good health. With health, you could accomplish anything that you want to do. And hope you could travel now and also do more seva work for our community. Every good woman, there is a good man behind. So I also want to thank my Naro. For 10 years, he have been doing a food program. And many people need these items here. If you could see how inflation has happened. So thank you, Bainaro. Also, I want to thank you for being part of the Power Parade. United Arya Samaj Foundation Day, you are there. I know you get the permit already, just remaining quiet. So I want to thank you. Ramain in the park, you do a lot of work there, get the ground ready. So you and Bain Mala continue to do good work in our community, and I'm sure Arya Samaj will spreading the wings different places. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Bhai Balaram. So next we have one more message. That's from Bahin Vidya. She comes all the way from Canada. We'd like her to say a few words. While she's coming up, come on up. While she's coming up, I just want to say that we celebrated Ram Navami this week. And last night, we asked the question because we're celebrating also 200 years of the Renaissance of Rishi Swami Dayanand. How many years did Sri Ram was on this earth? Think about that question. I know that a lot of you are Sanatani background. How many years do you believe that Ram existed on earth?
Namaste, everyone. On behalf of myself and my husband, Mukesh, and my extended family in Toronto, I would like to wish, as everybody knows, my sister Mala a very, very happy birthday. Life, as we know it after COVID, it's a time for celebration. And I would like to continue to celebrate life and continue to celebrate good health for you. And everything that you wish for yourself, I wish for you too. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Vidya. I tell you, the two of you must be very close because every time I know, Bahin Mal is in Canada. When you miss Bahin Canada, she's in Toronto. So I know you guys are very close. So, Deepakji, I will ask you to come up for a few seconds. We want you to coordinate the Pravaktar for today. We'll go right into the Pravachan, but before we do that, we'll ask Pani Deepakji.
Yes. Namaste, everybody. And at this point in time, we're going to have our pravachan to be done by Pandit Bharat Singh Ji. May you all stand and we'll recite mantra Om Swasti Pantha Manucharim. And the Yajman today will call on Pandit Ji. Om Swasti Pantha Manuchare Masurya Chandramasa Viva Punarjatagnata Janata Sangame Mahe Om. So we are very enthusiastically waiting now to hear a very wonderful message from Pandit Bharat Singh Ji. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pandit Deepakji. So without further ado, we are going to be getting the spiritual prasad for the night from our own Pandit Bharat Singh.
Om Isha Saguna Nirguna Avinashi Mata Pita Aruya Tor Bhaye Ham Vatsa Sadahi Tar Hame Sansar स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वात की धार भक्ति स्वात की धार सुंदर गान हमा रंजन नो ना स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो भक्ति स्वात की धार भक्ति स्वात की धार. Let's all join in the opening prayer for before we present our pravachan.
It's a little, for some reason, somebody touched the projector, and so it's kind of, we can't fix it right now, but try the best. It's more to the corner. Let's chant these two opening prayers. Om Agnimire Purohitam all of us. Agnimire Purohitam
Yajasya devamritvijam
Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam. The next mantra, that's the first mantra from the Sound Veda. Now, this might be new for some of us. Real quick, say after me, Agna Ayahi. All of us, Agna Ayahi.
Agna ayahi
Vitaye.
vitaye
Grenano.
grenano
Havya.
havya
Dataye.
dataye
Nihota.
nihota
Satsi.
satsi
Barhishi.
barhishi.
All of us with our sweet voices. Agna Ayahi Vitaye. Agna Ayahi
vitaye
Grenano Havyadataye. Nihota Sasi Barishi. Nihota Satsi Barishi. Let me hear you by yourselves. 2, 4.
Agna ayahi vitaye Agna ayahi vitaye Grinano havya dataye Nihota satsi barhishi Nihota satsi barhishi.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, how many of you have been reading the Vedas or have read the Vedas or sometime in your lifestyle have read the Vedas? Raise your hands. Come on. Only Mataji Leela? God. Thank you, Panit Bisay, sir. Now, listen. Y'all got to be honest to yourself, you know. We're in Mandir. This mantra here is the first mantra of the Rig Veda. This mantra is the first mantra of the Sam Veda. And you all chanted it so nicely just now. And you all didn't raise your hands? How many of you have read Veda before? Or for tonight for the first time? All right. I see a lot of hands go up now. Good. Very good. Pandit Siramji, Pandit Deepak, Pandit Bisesarji, all the Pandits in our audience, our birthday girl, Banmala, her Dharampati, Bainaro, and all of you wonderful, blessed family and friends here tonight. Again, it's indeed an honor to see all of you coming out this evening to join in this very, very special celebration. And at the same time, continuing this 3-session Yajna, we have this Monday have organized, and tonight our Bainaro and his Dharampatni, Srimati Mala, they have sponsored tonight Yajna. I also want to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Dan Paul. He came in a little late. He had a prior commitment, but he's one of our community leaders also. And so it's so nice to see all of you. And many, many years ago, Rishi Danan gave this call. You know, there at one point in India, there were people who were certain texts, certain Puranas and other texts. The Brahmins of that time were interpreting it to suit their own needs. To suit their own needs. And it was not wisdom that was validated in our Veda. You know, for short we say Sanatan Dharma, right? Isn't that so what we say? Most people say Sanatan Dharma. We follow, in common everyday language, we say we follow Hinduism.
But in correctly, we say we follow Sanatan Dharma. But what's the correct name of our religion? Huh? Okay, what is it, Shivi? Okay, Ben Shivi is saying Vedic Sanatan Dharma. So she's correct. It's not only 3 words, it's 4 words. The correct name, Ban Premu, say that loudly. Very good. So the order is really Satya Sanatan Vedic Dharma. Say that, everybody. Satya Sanatan Vedic Dharma. This dharma that you and I follow, this set of ethical, sometimes a lot of people translate dharma to mean righteousness, which is okay, which is acceptable. But dharma also means a set of ethical codes of conduct that you and I follow. And this set of ethical codes of conduct that you and I follow, first, it's satya. What satya is? Very good. It's always truthful. Then secondly is sanatan. What's sanatan? Eternal. Somebody also said everlasting. It was there in the beginning, it's here now, and it will always be there. Over 180 years ago, our foreparents brought this dharma from Bharatma, took it to Guyana, Trinidad. Well, they were taken there, but they took their dharma with them to Guyana, Trinidad, Suriname, other places, Jamaica. And they continued practicing that dharma. When we migrated to North America, whether from Toronto or United States, we continue to follow this dharma. But at one point, people, as I said, were so let's go back real quick. Satya Sanatan Vedic. It's Sanatan, it's eternal. It's Satya, it's always truthful. It's Sanatan, it's always eternal. It's eternal, sorry. And Vedic Dharma. Why we say Vedic Dharma? Its source, it's all this dharma that you and I follow. The core teachings is found in the Vedas. Later on, if you read Bhagavad Gita, I think it's chapter 3, where Sri Krishna told Arjuna, you see this wisdom I'm teaching you here? This wisdom was taught in the beginning of creation to Manu, and Manu taught it to his son Ishkavaku. And so this, it was there for a long time. It's all found in the Vedas. And so tonight, recently we've been celebrating a lot of birthdays. Today, April 1st, is our sister Bahan Mala's birthday. But before we go to that, those of us who were here last night, Pandit Deepak, he mentioned Sri Ram, and he mentioned this statement, Shruti Patapalaka, Shruti Patapalaka. Was it Shruti Patapalaka Dharma Durandar? Yes. Oh boy. Neeraj, how can we, it's cutting out the words for this one here. Can we make this smaller? I think the projector got moved. Binaro, you have a chair so we can move this projector slightly this way? Please, Binaro, get on chair, let's fix it. I want our audience to participate. आओ झूमे नाचे गाए आज मस्ती बड़ी शाम है चांद तारों का खजाना आज तुझ पे है लुटाना एक राजा का ऐलान है happy birthday, happy birthday to you. It's a happy birthday, happy birthday to you. You see, the Pandits got to be technicians too. They got to figure out this thing has to be moved. Thank you, Pandit Bharat and Neeraj and Binaro. Thank you so much. Now y'all can see it better, right? Ben Shivi, you can see it better? Good. I'm glad y'all can see it better. So what Sri Ram said, Shruti Patapalaka Dharma Durandar.
Who was Sri Ram? What did he do? Anybody remember what Pandit Deepak said last night? What he said Shruti means. There are two kinds of scriptures. There's what we call the Shrutis, and there's what we call the Smritis. Shruti comes from, in that mantra, Bhadram Karnebhihi Shrinuyama Deva Shruti Shrinu, that which is Bhadram Karnebhihi Shrinuyama Deva, may we listen to that which is auspicious. Shruti, that which is what? That which is heard. Very good. Who said that? That was you, but oh my God, Banshiva, you're getting so smart these days. Wow. Yes, Shruti means that which is heard. In the beginning of creation, God revealed the 4 Vedas to 4 rishis. And later on, when writing was invented, the rishis wrote them down, the 4 Vedas. And so, as we heard last night, Sri Ram, Shruti Pata Palak, he was the, Palak means protector. He was the one that protected the teachings of the Vedas by the way he lived his life, by the way he and his brothers, Ram, Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrughan, lived their lives. They live it in accordance with the teachings of the Veda. And then, in the same Ramcharitamanas, when Sri Ram left to go to Banvas, what happened with him? What happened to Raja Dashrath? Later on, Raja Dashrath, he grieved and his soul moved on, he passed away. They called the royal guru Vasishtha Muni. And Vasishtha Muni, there's a nice doha, but because of time, I don't have the time to do all of that tonight. But he said, in that doha, Vasishtha Muni told Bharat, because Bharat alone was there in the kingdom, he was the substitute ruler. And he told Bharat, Bharat, don't grieve for your dad. For your dad has done his duties as a father, as a king of this kingdom. Grieve for, and there's quite a few verses. I only have one here to save on time. There's quite a few verses that Vasishtha Muni said to Bharat and said, these are the people you should grieve for. Who are such people? Sochiya viprajo Veda vihina. All of us. Sochiya viprajo Veda vihina. Tajin jidharma vishalayalina. Ram Siya Ram,
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Oh, sochiya nripati jo niti na jana. Jehi na praja priya prana samana. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Sochiya viprajo Veda vihina. Sochiya means to grieve for. He said, Vasishtha Muni told Bharat and all of us, Sochiya viprajo Veda vihina. You see this word here, these 2 words, Veda vihina. One who is ignorant of the Veda, one who does not make an effort to learn Veda teachings. He says what to happen? Let's grieve for the Brahmin teacher. Vipra here means Brahmin. And when he say Brahmin teacher, when the Brahmin teacher will teach the Veda, everybody will learn the Veda. Or they'll make an effort to read at least 1 line or 2 lines. They may not read it at home. Some of us read it at home. Some of us, we come at Mandir, we see the Veda mantras on the screen, we chant. But he says, grieve for that Brahmin teacher. Read the English for us, Darshini, so we save on time.
Let us grieve for the Brahmin teacher who is ignorant of the Veda and has abandoned his duties. Grieve for the king who knows nothing of the science of government and who does not love his people like his own breath.
Very good. Very important, friends. Who has abandoned his duties. And also Nripati. Nripati means that leader. That king, grieve for that leader who knows nothing about the science of government. And what else? Who does not love his people like his own. And we have seen that in society where where certain leaders, they don't love their people as their own. We won't call names, but grieve for such a leader. What Veda says. Today we celebrate birth, we celebrate life. Oh, and I'm so happy, Bainaro and Benmala, you all have chosen to come to Mandir. You could have done a nice Havan at your home. You have chosen to invite all your near and dear ones here this evening. Of recently, there are so many souls have been moving on. Last Monday night, our Pua Bojoti, she's not here tonight. She would always be in Mandir. Our Pua Bojoti, her brother passed on. I was all the way in Middletown. Last night I couldn't be at Mandir because one of our good harmonium player, his son, only 41. I had to be at that funeral home. This morning I officiated at that funeral. I thank Niraj, our son. He went there at 4 o'clock to do the Griha Shuddhi. And so there's a lot of souls passing away. There's a lot of death happening. And so that's why, friends, whenever you and I have the opportunity to celebrate life, celebrate your birthdays, make an effort to do so in accordance with Veda. In accordance with what? Your Dharma. What's that word? Dharma. Very good. In accordance with your Dharma. Bainaro, how the heat? It's a little hot. You told him and he's not listening. Open the side door for us, please. It's really, I'm sorry, but I think a lot of people is feeling it. Open that side door. You're feeling it, Niraj? Yeah. Niraj is not sure. That's like, this gentleman was two guys in Manhattan. They were visiting. They were visiting from another country. And they had some drinks, and the moon was out, and they're looking at the moon, and one is saying, this is the moon, and the other said, no, that's the sun, and the other said, no, this is the moon, and the other said, no, that's the sun, and there was a guy passing by, and he said, let's ask the guy to make sure, and he said, hey, we're having this argument. Can you tell us if this is the moon or this is the sun? He said, no. He would copy. Said, I'm not sure. I don't live in this area. And that's Niraj. He's not sure if he's feeling hot or cold. Niraj, you'll be ordained one day, so you got to be sure about certain things. Niraj, I'm just playing with you, right? Come back to Veda. Back to the Vedas, Rishi Dayanand says, oh, beautiful verse from Atharva Veda. Imam jivebhyaha paridim dadhami. All of us. Imam jivebhya paridam dami me sham nugada paro arthametam me sham nugada paro arthametam shatam jivantah sharadaha puruchis. Together.
Shatam jivantah sharadaha puruchis.
Tiro mrityam dadatam parvatena. Tiro mrityam
dadatam parvatena.
All of us again. Tiro mrityam dadatam parvatena. No mics. Let me hear the audience. That last line. 2, 4. Tiro. Wow. Y'all are reading the Veda well. I must compliment you. Imam jivebhyaha. God tells us, friend, Imam jivebhyaha. You know what jivebhyaha means? Jivan Shakti. For the life energy in all human beings, jivebhyaha. What he says, paridim dadami. Paridim dadami. God says, I've given you boundaries to live by, to achieve. And last night Pandit Deepak used a very beautiful word. I watched it on Facebook. on my way home while I was coming home from the funeral home. I mean, not watched it. I was driving. I was listening to it. But what was that word he used for boundaries? Anybody? Let me see how much you remember. It starts with, let me give you a clue. It starts with M. M-A. Very good. Maryada. Another word, he was called, Sri Ram. Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. He lived within certain boundaries. He lived, many of us, we follow cricket, right? And the batsman, he tries to aim for the boundary, to achieve a boundary. And you and I know the boundary is how many runs? 4 runs if it rolls flat. If it goes over the rope, that's how many runs? 6. And what's the boundary God established for us? He says here, Shatam Jivantaha. What Shatam means? We chanted the mantra tonight. Tachakshur Devahitam, all of us. Purasta Chukramucharat. Pashyema Sharadaha Shatam Pashyema. May we see for 100 years, 100 autumns and more. Jivema Sharadaha Shatam. Shatam 100. May we live for 100 years and even more. And so let's go to the English. Imam Jive Byaha Paridim Dadami. God created a lifespan of 100 years for all human beings, for all of us. What else? May none among us depart from life before this duration. Yes, some of us, because of, ill health, medical reasons, you're walking innocently on the road and a car hit you, and it disfigures your whole body, and soon after, the soul moves on. Things happen. But God says, what he says, God created a lifespan of 100 years and even more. That's why, friends, we have what we call that stage, brahmacharya, grihast, the 4 stages of life. The char, right there, there's the char varna, the 4 stages of life. And the first one, brahmacharya, is supposed to be 25 years. Some people go beyond that. People who do their PhD and whatnot, they can go up to 32 years and even longer. And then they enter grihast. And after grihast, that is supposed to be for 25 years. Then there's vanprasth, and later on they take sannyas. So that's another area in our dharma where it's ordained for us to live 100 years apart from this verse. And so he says, may none of us depart from life before this duration. While living for 100 years, 100 autumns, shatam jivantaha sharadaha puruchis, and many more, one should keep death at bay by living a full life. When we say a full life here, friends, keep death at bay, how we keep death at bay? Anybody? How we keep death at bay? Pandit Siram, help me out here. You're one of our senior pandits. Very good. Daily meditation. Pause for a few minutes and say your Gayatri mantra or whatever mantra is. I have a little situation sometimes when I pause to say my mealtime prayer at home. My daughters, I have 2 daughters, they try to snatch, that sometimes takes half of my food. And it's okay too. But so, sometimes you look forward to eat a full plate. But that's life. That's life. You got to share, right? Anyhow, keep death at bay, meditation. What else? What else? One thing I'm looking for. It's right in the mantra. It's right on the screen, sorry. Maintaining what? Good health. You men, if you have to go for your annual checkup, don't make your wife tell you 600 times, call the doctor and make that checkup. I'll go for that checkup. The wives are very diligent in going for their annual checkup. But the husbands sometimes, by now, since you start doing it regularly now, since Mala came into your life, right? I know. Anyhow, so keep death at bay. There's so many things you can do. One is maintaining good health. And also, while we take care of this body, there's another thing you and I can do.
Do something for your, as we're doing tonight, for our self. There's another word, S-O, soul. One of the verses says, Atma Unnati ke liye. Do something for your own soul's development. While we take care of this body, while you dress up nicely, like Niraj. You see Niraj very fancy vest today? Niraj just came back from India, no? And everybody comes back with 2 suitcases. He came back with 3 suitcases. He bought a lot of kurta and a lot of vests. Dress up like Niraj, look good. But you know what else? Have time for mandir. You might not be up here sitting and chanting. You might not able to come every week. But you can come once a month, you can come twice a month. And when we say Om, all of us, Om Agnaye Swaha, Om Somaya Swaha on the screen, Om Imam Jivebhyaha Paridim Dadhami. Join your sweet voices, friends. For when you do that, you're doing something for your own soul. And finally, friends, I have some notes here, but it's running late. We got to be back in Mandir tomorrow. We have one other verse I'll share with us, and then we'll wrap up. There are many things, friends. God has given us this human body. God has also given us certain teachings that enables us to purify our lives. And here, it's 3 things. It says here, Trisha Pavitra Hridi Antar Adade. Hridi, Hridaya. What's Hridaya? Our heart. 3 things should be within our He lodges in our hearts 3 purifiers. Let's chant. Ritasya Gopana Dabhaya Sukratuhu. All of us. Ritasya Gopana Dabhaya Sukratuhu. Trisha Pavitra Hridi Antara Dadhe. Trisha Pavitra Hridi Antara Dadhe. Vishwansa Vishwa Bhuvana Bhipashyati. Vishwansa
Vishwa Bhuvanya Bhipashyati.
Avajushtan Vidyate Karte Avratan. Avajushtan Vidyate Karte Avratan. Ritasya Gopadhabaya Sukratuhu. The Supreme Master Prajapati Bhagwan, what he does? He protects truth. He guards truth. 2 + 2 will always be what? 4. That truth is always there, and there's so many, all of us, there's so many examples of truth that he protects, and you and I also make an effort to protect that truth. What else? His vision and activity are both perfect. His vision for this world, the way the planets and the sun and the moon and all these cosmic forces operate is perfect. You know, there's a mantra we chant, Swasti Panta Manocharema Surya Chandrama Saviva. What's Surya? The sun. Chandrama? The moon. And in that mantra it says, the very way the sun and the moon perform their cosmic duties in an orderly manner, in the same way you and I as good human beings, may we too perform our cosmic duties. So it's as it says here, his vision and activity are both perfect, and so his laws must what? Must never be dishonored. A lot of reasons why people fail in life, friends. A lot of reasons why people are unhappy in life. A lot of reasons why people go off track and deviate from the pathways of dharma is because of what? They dishonor God's laws. And what he does, he lodges in our hearts 3 purifiers. 3. You see this line here? Trisha Pavitra. Pavitra means what? When something is pavitra, it's a purifying.
Trisha, 3. Antar within Adade. He lodges within our hearts 3 purifiers. And what are those 3 purifiers? Say it loudly, everybody. And detachment. Love, compassion, and detachment. Yes? Enjoy this world. Enjoy this world, friends. But don't be attached to it, for a time will come, friends, we'll all be lying there in that box and we'll not take anything with us. You know, I told this story sometime before, but I'm not sure how many of you heard it. You know, there was a gentleman who was ill in the hospital, and his wife will come every day to see him. Sometimes the wife friends will come to visit with her. And he knew his time was coming close, but he was very attached to his wealth. And so he told his wife, you know what, make sure, Mary, make sure you see that $20,000 I have in the bank, that $30,000 I have in the bank, make sure you put it in my casket when I go. And so eventually, about a month after, he passed away. And so, you know, the day of the funeral, they gathered at the home and they were having the wake and whatnot. And the same Mary, same friends were there. And so they asked Mary, did you put the money in the casket? She said, yes, I wrote him a check. What's my point, friends? A lot of people believe they will take their wealth with them. But it's not true. God says, I've put 3 purifiers: love, compassion, and detachment. Read this other part for us, Darshini.
In full knowledge, he assesses the actions of all living creatures. He awards dark life forms to all those who had hatefully despised virtue and so failed to honor their obligations to society.
Very good. This is very important, friends. He awards dark life forms to all those, you know, when the soul leaves this body and we take birth again, there is a possibility there are many mantras that says the same thing. We'll have dark life forms because what? We despise his virtue. And this last part, I'm sorry I'm blocking the screen, but we fail to honor our obligations to society. Yes, do what you have to do for your family. And also, if you have a little extra time, spend some time for society also, as we heard from Bhai Balram, talking about Bhai Naru and Bhai Mala. You see, I mean, the screen is blocking it, but for this Veda Yajna, Bhai Mala was here with other people. I'm not sure if she got help, but sometimes Bhai Naru come, but wonderfully decorated this Yajna area to ensure that our mandap looks very nice for this Yajna. And so, friends, as we close, I'll ask all of us to join our sweet voices as we sing this closing bhajan. Maharishi Swami Dayanand, as he put that clarion call, go back to the Vedas, friends, for Veda wisdom is eternal. Veda wisdom is always truth. And so it says here, Tujhe jagadund raha hai. We are still in search for another knower of the Veda like you, O Maharishi. Come, give us a sign as to how we can continuously acquire this Veda wisdom. Dantal player. O Veda ke jata, तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है, तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है। आवाज दे तू कौन सी नगरी में छिपा है। ओ वेद के जाता वे जग तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है।
Page 203.
आने से तेरे पहले निकला था दिवाला, मेट कर अंधकार किया जग में उजाला, किया जग में उजाला। रखेंगे तुझे याद जो पुकार किया है ओ वेद के जाता तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है सागर का दया का तू भारत का दुलारा रेवा दयानंद तू था दुनिया से नियारा दुनिया से नियारा पीयूष का प्याला तेरे हाथों से पिया है ओ वेद के जाता तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है आवाज दे तू कौन सी नगरी में छिपा है ओ वेद की जाता है तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है तुझे जग ढूंढ रहा है Finally, I thank all of you so much for being such a passionate, such a kind listening audience. I thank you for joining your sweet voices during the pravachan. I thank all our musicians, Niraj, our son Deepak, Rajin, Kavish, by Sohan. Thank you all so much. At this point, let's all stand for the arti as we bring tonight's service to a close. Remember, supper is prepared for all of us. So afterwards, please go downstairs and join for bhojan.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विन से मन का स्वामी दुख विन से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे अथ शांति पातः ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः 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 प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय।
आर्य समाज
अमार्य है,
वेद की ज्योति
चलती रहे,
ओम का झंडा
उच्चार है,
वैदिक ध्वनि भोजन मंत्र ओम अन्नपते अनस्य नो देहि अनमिवश्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं कारिष ऊर्जनो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे ओम शांति 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 ओम. Namaste all. Again, thank you all so much. It's so nice to see Shelly and other people coming all the way out from Long Island and Banindira and all these wonderful people coming out. The extended